Prophet Noah, the second Adam, the last son of a righteous lineage. In the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, between the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, there was a house belonging to a pious man named Lamech. Lamech was old. He was the ninth generation descendant of Prophet Adam. Although Lamech lived in the world, he did not belong to it. His surroundings were full of sin, but he was pious. People worshipped idols, but he remembered God. One day, Lamech's wife became pregnant. Lamech heard a voice inside him, "This child will be special." And the child was born. A boy. The Torah recounts, when Lamech was 182 years old, he had a son. He named him Noah and said, "This child will ease our suffering and labor because of this land cursed by the Lord, and will bring us comfort." In Hebrew, the word Na means rest, peace, comfort. Lamech hoped that this child would bring peace to humanity. In the Quran, however, details about the birth of Prophet Noah are not given. It is only emphasized that he was a righteous, truthful, and grateful prophet. As the child grew, it became clear that he was truly special. He was very intelligent and very patient. While his peers worshipped idols, he worshipped God. While his peers played games, he was thinking. "Father," he would say to Lamech, "why are people like this? Why have they forgotten God?" Lamech would answer, "Because Satan has led them astray, my son. But you should not be like them. You should remain on the right path." Shepherd years. Prophet Noah was a shepherd in his youth. He would get up early in the mornings, take his flock, and go up into the mountains. While the sheep grazed, he would look at the sky. "What a perfect creation," he would say. "The clouds, the sun, the wind. Everything is in order. But people don't see this order." In the evenings, he would bring his flock to the stable. He would sit with his father and they would talk. Lamech would tell him about Prophet Adam, Prophet Seth, and Prophet Idris. They were prophets, he would say. They were messengers of God. They taught people about monotheism. Prophet Noah would ask, "So, are there no prophets now?" Lamech would sigh deeply. Prophet Idris was raised to heaven. There are no prophets on earth now. But God will surely send someone. It never occurred to Prophet Noah that the one who would be sent would be himself. The origin of idolatry. So how did people go astray? How did they forget God? In the time of the prophet Idris, there were 5 pious people, Wad, Suwa, Yagus, Yauk, and Nasr. They were very righteous and good. They would tell people about God. But when they died, people were very sad. They said, "We don't want to forget them." Satan saw the opportunity. He whispered to them, "Make statues of them. That way you will always remember them." People, with good intentions, made statues of those 5 people. They placed them in front of their houses. They said, "These are mementos. We don't worship them, we only remember them." But as generations passed, the truth was forgotten. The grandchildren did not know why these statues were made. Satan whispered again, "These are gods. Your ancestors worshipped them." And people began to worship those statues. The idols Ved, Suwa, Yagus, Yauk, and Nasr. Each one as if it were a god. In the Quran, in Surah Noah, it is stated, they said, "Do not forsake your gods, do not forsake your gods Ved, Suwa, Yagus, Yauk, and Nasr." Noah 71:23. The names of these idols are not mentioned in the Torah, but idolatry is described in detail. It is said that people filled the earth with violence and evil. Similarly, in the biblical tradition, it is described that the people in the time of Prophet Noah were very evil, and God decided to destroy them. Prophethood at 40 years old. When Prophet Noah reached 40 years of age, his life completely changed. One night, while he was alone, a being in light appeared. It was the angel Gabriel. "O Noah," said the angel, "God has chosen you. You are now a prophet to your people." Prophet Noah asked in astonishment, "Me, but I am only a shepherd." The revelation from God came, "O Noah, we have sent you as a warner to your people. Warn them before a painful punishment comes upon them." Prophet Noah prostrated himself. "O Lord," he said, "command me, your servant. What do you want me to do?" God commanded, "Go and preach monotheism to the people. Tell them, God is one, there is no God but Him. Do not worship idols, worship Him." And the 950-year struggle of Prophet Noah began. The Quran says, "And indeed we sent Noah to his people, and he remained among them for 950 years. Ankbut 29:14. Is this 950 years his total lifespan, or only the period of his prophethood? Scholars have made different interpretations. In the Torah, it is stated, Noah lived 950 years and died. Genesis 9:29. What is common in both sources is, Prophet Noah lived a very long life. And this long life was spent inviting his people to God. First invitation, his family. Prophet Noah began his preaching with his family. He told his wife, "I have received a revelation. I am now a prophet. I must spread God's religion." His wife didn't believe him. "Are you crazy?" she said. "A prophet? You're just a shepherd." Prophet Noah was saddened but insisted. "Believe me," he said. "God is one. Idols cannot save you." But his wife was stubborn. Throughout her life, she never believed in Prophet Noah. He had sons. In the Torah, 3 sons are mentioned, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. In Islamic traditions, there is a 4th son, Canaan. Prophet Noah also told them. Shem, Ham, and Japheth believed. But Canaan, he also didn't believe. "Father," said Canaan, "you are old. Your mind is confused. Idols are real. They will protect us." Prophet Noah pleaded with his son, "My son, you are mistaken. Idols are stones, wood. They have no life, no power." But Canaan did not listen. He rejected his father. This is where Prophet Noah's greatest sorrow began. Even his own family did not believe him. Invitation to his people, night and day. Prophet Noah did not give up. He began to go to his people. His invitation is described in the Quran as follows, "O my people, worship God. You have no other God besides Him. I fear for you the punishment of a great day." Al-Araf 7:59. People laughed at him. "Who are you?" they said. "You are a human being like us. How can you be a prophet?" Prophet Noah replied, "O my people, there is no error in me. I am the messenger of the Lord of the worlds. I convey to you the messages of my Lord and I give you advice." Araf 7:61-62. But they did not listen. Prophet Noah tried different methods. Sometimes he went during the day. In the marketplace, among the people. "O people," he would say, "turn to God. He created you, He provided for you. Give thanks to Him." People shrugged their shoulders. "We are following the path of our ancestors," they would say. Sometimes he went at night. He went around to the houses. He knocked on their doors. "Oh my brother," he would say, "fear God. You will be held accountable in the hereafter." But they still did not listen. The Quran describes Prophet Noah's efforts as follows: "My Lord, I called my people night and day. But my call only increased their aversion. Whenever I called them, so that you might forgive them, they put their fingers in their ears, wrapped themselves in their garments, persisted in disbelief, and became arrogant and proud." Noah 71 5-7. The arrogance of the rich. In the people of Prophet Noah, society was stratified. The rich, the poor, the rich were very arrogant. They said, "We are powerful. Our idols give us power." Prophet Noah went to them and said, "O rich ones, your wealth and power are not eternal. You will all die and give an account to God." They mocked him. They said, "Are you giving us advice? You are a poor shepherd. How can you know what we know?" Their words are quoted in the Quran as follows: They said, "We see you as a human being like ourselves. And those who follow you, at first glance, are the most wretched among us. We see no superiority of yours over us. On the contrary, we consider you liars." Hud 11:27. Prophet Noah replied, "O my people! Tell me, if I am on a clear proof from my Lord, and he has given me mercy from him, but it is hidden from you, shall we force it upon you against your will?" Hud 11:28. That is, I receive revelation from God. You do not see it, but it is true. I cannot force you to accept it, but I have a duty to warn you. The faith of the poor. The first believers in Prophet Noah were the poor. Slaves, laborers, the oppressed. When the rich saw this, they became even more arrogant. "Look," they said to Prophet Noah, "only the poor believe in you. Valuable people like us do not believe. This is proof that you are wrong." They even set a condition: "If you drive these poor people away from you, perhaps we will believe in you." Prophet Noah absolutely refused: "I will not drive out those who believe. They are the ones who will meet their Lord. But I see you as an ignorant people." Hud 11:29. That is, it makes no difference to me whether someone is rich or poor. Whoever believes in God is my brother. I will not favor you because you are rich, nor will I drive out the poor. This shows the justice of Prophet Noah. He did not discriminate based on class. Everyone was equal to him. This detail is not mentioned in the Torah, but generally, it is emphasized that Prophet Noah was a just person. In the Bible, in the letter to the Hebrews, it says, "Noah, by faith, built his ark with honor, when he was warned by God about things he had not yet seen." Hebrews 11:7. Evidence and miracles. People asked Prophet Noah for miracles. "If you are truly a prophet," they said, "show us a miracle. Send something down from the sky. Raise the dead." Prophet Noah replied, "I do not say to you, I have the treasures of God with me. Nor do I know the unseen. Nor do I say, I am an angel." Hud 11:31. That is, I am only a human being. Miracles are in God's hands. He shows them if he wills. And God gave Prophet Noah miracles. According to estimates, Prophet Noah could make it rain without clouds. One day, there was a drought. People were dying of thirst. They prayed to idols, but nothing happened. Prophet Noah came. "Believe in me," he said. "God will send you rain." A few people accepted. Prophet Noah raised his hands to the sky. He prayed to God. And suddenly, without a cloud, rain began to fall from the clear blue sky. People watched in amazement. How is this happening, they said. Prophet Noah said, this is the power of God. Can your idols do this? Some believed. But most were still stubborn. This is magic, they said. He cast a spell. 3 methods of invitation. Prophet Noah invited people in 3 different ways. 1 open invitation, he spoke in public squares, at meetings, in front of everyone. 2 secret invitation, he went to people's homes for one-on-one, private meetings. 3 collective and individual, he addressed crowds and also dealt with individuals. In the Quran, with the words of Prophet Noah, then I called them openly. Then I spoke to them openly and also spoke to them secretly. Noah 71 8-9. He tried every way. But the result did not change. Most people did not believe. Only a small number of people believed. According to estimates, after 950 years, only 80 people had believed in Prophet Noah. Some rumors say the number is even less, 10 to 12 people. 950 years. Almost a millennium. And only a handful of people. This shows how patiently Prophet Noah struggled. People's excuses. Why didn't people believe? 1. Imitating their ancestors, they said, our ancestors were like this, so we are too. 2. Love of wealth and children, they were attached to worldly possessions. They didn't think about the hereafter. 3. Arrogance, they said, we know, you don't. 4. Stubbornness, even if they saw the truth, they wouldn't accept it. The Quran describes the situation as follows, and they said, do not turn away from Wad, Suwa, Yagus, Yauk, and Nasr. They have led many astray. Noah 71:23-24. They were so attached to idols that nothing could change them. Prophet Noah's prayer, my Lord, leave not a single disbeliever on the earth. 560 years passed. Prophet Noah had grown old. His hair had turned white, and his back was bent. But his people still did not believe. In fact, they had become even worse. Now they not only did not believe, but they also tormented Prophet Noah. They threw stones at him. They spat on him. They beat him. Prophet Noah endured it patiently. O Lord, he said, give me strength. Give me patience. But one day, God revealed to him, from now on, no one from your people will believe. Do not grieve over what they do. Hud 11:36. Prophet Noah understood, there was no escape now. And his heart was broken. 560 years. Was it all in vain? No, it was not in vain. He had done his duty. He had warned them. But they had not listened. Finally, Prophet Noah prayed to God, my Lord, do not leave any of the disbelievers on the earth. For if you leave them, they will mislead your servants and give birth only to immoral disbelievers. My Lord, forgive me, my parents, whoever enters my house as a believer, the believing men and the believing women. And do not increase anything for the wrongdoers except destruction. Noah 71:26-28. Was this a curse? No. This was the last words of a prophet who had no other option. Prophet Noah knew, these people would not change. Their children would be like them. And their grandchildren. For generations, the perversion will continue. Therefore, it had to be stopped. God accepted the prayer of Prophet Noah. The flood command and ship construction. God commanded, build the ship under our supervision and according to our revelation. Do not say anything to me about the wrongdoers. For they will be drowned in the water. HUD 1137. Prophet Noah was surprised. A ship, but this is the middle of the land. There is no sea. God repeated, build the ship. It is my command. Prophet Noah obeyed. But how was he to do it? He was a shepherd, not a carpenter. God taught him. The angel Gabriel came and explained the shipbuilding techniques. First plant trees, said Gabriel. Plant Indian oaks. Wait 40 years. Then cut them down and build the ship. Prophet Noah did as he said. Estimates say, Prophet Noah planted trees. He waited 40 years. The trees matured. Then he cut them down. And he began to build the ship. The Torah gives detailed dimensions of the ship. The ship shall be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. You shall build 3 decks, bottom, middle, and top. You shall make windows. You shall put the door on the side. Genesis 6:15-16. The Quran does not give dimensions, but it emphasizes that the ship was built under God's supervision. Similarly, the Bible describes how Prophet Noah built the ship with faith. Prophet Noah began to work. Every day, from morning till evening, he cut, nailed, and pitched timber. That's how he learned carpentry. In time, he became a master. People laughed when they saw him. Noah is crazy. They said. He's building a ship on land. Oh Noah! They shouted. A ship belongs on the sea, not on land. Prophet Noah did not answer. He just continued to work. The Quran states, Noah was building the ark, and as they passed by, the leaders of his people mocked him. He said, if you mock us, then we will mock you in the same way. HUD 1138. That is, now laugh. But when the flood comes, we will see who will laugh. The command to board the ark. Finally, the ark was finished. It was a massive structure. 3 stories high, with windows, strong. Prophet Noah was tired but happy. He had completed his task. God commanded, when our command comes and the earth begins to boil, then take into the ark a pair of every kind of animal and your family and those who believe, except those against whom a judgment has already been passed. HUD 1140. What does the earth boiling mean? Scholars have made different interpretations. Some say, the ground will gush forth. Some say, it's a symbolic expression, it means it's going to rain. Prophet Noah waited. One day, the ground began to crack. Water gushed out. The sky darkened. It began to rain. Prophet Noah called the believers, come. Board the ship. The time has come. The believers ran. 80 people. Maybe even fewer. The Quran and the Torah don't specify a number. Then the animals, there are 2 versions in the Torah, version 1, 2 of each animal, 1 male, 1 female. Version 2, 7 pairs of clean animals, 2 of unclean animals. The Quran doesn't give details. It only says 1 pair of each kind. How were the animals gathered? According to estimates, angels brought them. Lions, tigers, sheep, goats, birds, insects. Every kind. The ship was full. Prophet Noah looked at his family. His son Canaan hadn't arrived yet. His wife too, his son's rejection, I will take refuge on a mountain. Prophet Noah saw his son. He was standing at a distance. My son. Prophet Noah called out. Come. Come aboard with us. Do not stay with the unbelievers. His son Canaan shook his head. No, father. I will not board the ship. I will climb a mountain. The water cannot reach me there. Prophet Noah pleaded, my son. Nothing is protected from God's command today, except those whom God has mercy upon. But Canaan was stubborn. I know my own way, he said. And he ran towards the mountain. Prophet Noah's heart was broken. But there was nothing he could do. This scene is described in the Quran as follows: as the ship carried them amidst waves like mountains, Noah called out to his son who was standing aside, my son, come aboard with us, do not stay with the unbelievers. His son said, I will take refuge on a mountain, it will protect me from the water. Noah said, today, no one can be protected from God's command except those whom he has spared. Then a wave came between them, and he was among those who drowned. Hud 11:42-43. His wife also did not board the ship. The Quran states elsewhere, God gives the example of Noah's wife and Lot's wife to those who disbelieve. They were married to two of our righteous servants, but they betrayed them. Therefore, those two servants did not benefit them in any way, and it was said to them, enter with those who enter the fire. Tarim 66:10. Prophet Noah's wife betrayed her husband. Perhaps she collaborated with the disbelievers. Perhaps she betrayed her husband. Therefore, she too was among those who perished. The Great Flood. The rain began. In the Torah it is said, on that day, all the springs of the great depths gushed forth. All the gates of the sky were opened. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Genesis 7:11-12. In the Quran, and we opened the gates of heaven with a torrential rain. And we made the earth into springs. Thus the waters joined together for a purpose decreed. Al-Qamar 54:11-12. The waters rose. They flooded the houses. They filled the streets. People were afraid. They cried out, help! Go to high places. But the waters did not stop. They rose even higher. They passed the hills. They surrounded the mountains. Everywhere became water. In the Torah, the waters rose 15 cubits above the highest mountains on the earth. All the living creatures on land perished, birds, domestic and wild animals, reptiles, and humans. Only Noah and those in the ark remained. Genesis 7:20-23. In the Quran, we said, O earth, swallow your water. O sky, hold back. And the water receded, and the matter was settled. And the ark rested on Mount Judah. It was said, let the unjust people be far away. Hud 11:44. Did the flood last 40 days and 40 nights, or 150 days? There are different accounts. In the Torah, it is said that there was rain for 40 days, and the water remained high for a total of 150 days. The Quran does not specify the duration. But the result is the same, the unbelievers perished. The believers were saved. Life on the ark. What was life like on the ark? 80 people, hundreds of animals. On a 3-story ship, Prophet Noah organized everything. He assigned a task to each person. You feed the animals, he said to one. You distribute water, he said to another. You treat the sick, he said to yet another. Everyone worked. They cooperated. Because they needed each other to survive. The ship was rocking. Waves were crashing. Sometimes it was so violent that the ship was listing. People were afraid. We're going to sink. They cried. Prophet Noah calmed them. Don't be afraid, he said. God is with us. He will protect us. And indeed, the ship did not sink. God protected it. According to rumors, there were births on the ship. A woman became pregnant and gave birth on the ship. Some animals also gave birth. Life went on, even in the most difficult conditions. Prophet Noah prayed every day. They thanked God. Lord, they said, you saved us. Thank you. When night fell, they looked out the ship's window. It was dark everywhere. Just water, water, water. When will land appear, they asked. Prophet Noah said, be patient. God knows. He will show it when the time comes. The waters recede and landing. Days, weeks, perhaps months passed. Finally, one day, the rain stopped. The sky cleared. The sun appeared. God commanded, O earth, swallow your water. O sky, hold back. HUD 1144. And it happened. The groundwater receded. The rain from the sky ceased. The waters began to subside. The mountain tops appeared. The ship slowly approached a mountain. In the Quran, and the ship rested on Mount Qudi. HUD 1144. Where is Mount Qudi today? Mount Qudi is located in southeastern Turkey, within the borders of Sirnak province. Some scholars say the ship landed there. In the Torah, it is stated, the ship rested on the mountains of Ararat on the 17th day of the 7th month. Genesis 8:4. Mount Ararat is known as Mount Agri. It is on the Turkey-Armenia border. Which mountain is correct, there is no definitive information. But both are in the same region, eastern Anatolia. When the ship stopped, Prophet Noah looked out the window. It was still water all around. But at least the tops of the mountains were visible. My God, he said. We are done. We are saved. Sending a land animal and a bird. An interesting detail is told in the Torah. Prophet Noah sent animals to test the dryness of the land. First, he sent a raven. The raven flew away, but returned. Because the waters had not receded, there was nowhere to land. Then he sent a dove. The dove also returned. There was still no dry place. 7 days later, he sent another dove. This time, the dove returned with an olive leaf in its beak. Prophet Noah understood, the trees were now above the water. Land was near. After waiting 7 more days, he sent the dove again. This time, the dove did not return. Because it had found land. This detail is not mentioned in the Quran. But there are similar stories in Islamic traditions. That is why the dove is a symbol of peace. Because it was the harbinger of peace and salvation after the flood. And the olive branch is a symbol of peace, hope, and new beginnings. Landing, a new beginning. Finally, the day came. The water completely receded. Land appeared. God commanded, O Noah, descend in peace from us and with blessings for you and your people. HUD 1148. Prophet Noah opened the door of the ark. The animals rushed out. The birds flew away. As the people disembarked, they spread out across the plain. The earth. Dry earth. They all prostrate themselves. Thank you, God. They said. Thanks be to God. Prophet Noah, with tears in his eyes, thanked God. Lord, he said, you have saved us. You have given us a new life. From now on, we will worship you even more. It is stated in the Torah, Noah built an altar to the Lord. He brought all the clean animals and clean birds and offered them as burnt offerings on the altar. The Lord smelled the pleasant aroma that endured. Genesis 8:20-21. So, Prophet Noah offered a sacrifice. He offered a sacrifice of gratitude to God. This detail is not mentioned in the Quran, but Muslims also offer sacrifices and give thanks to God. God's covenant: there will be no more floods. After the flood, God made a covenant with Prophet Noah. It is described in detail in the Torah. God said to Noah and his sons, "Behold, I make a covenant with you and your descendants after you. I will not again destroy all living things with a flood. There will not be another flood that will ravage the earth." Genesis 9:8-11. And as a sign of this covenant, he created the rainbow. "Behold, the bow which I have placed in the clouds will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I send up clouds into the sky and the bow appears, I will remember the covenant I have made with you and with all living things." Genesis 9:13-15. The Quran doesn't mention the rainbow as a detail, but it speaks of God's mercy and compassion. That's why the rainbow is a symbol of hope, promise, and God's mercy. Every time we see a rainbow, we remember Prophet Noah, the flood, and God's covenant. Prophet Noah's prayer and his question for his son. Prophet Noah couldn't forget his son. That scene kept replaying in his mind: his son running to the mountain, the waves swallowing him. One day, he prayed to God, "My Lord, my son is also of my family. Your promise is true. You are the most just of judges." Hud 11:45. That is, "My God, you said save your family. My son is also of my family. Why wasn't he saved?" God answered, "O Noah, he is not of your family, because it is an unrighteous deed. So do not ask me for something you do not know. I advise you so that you may not be among the ignorant." Hud 11:46. This is a very profound answer. God says, family is not by blood, but by faith. Your son is ruined, he is no longer considered of your family. Prophet Noah understood. He immediately apologized, "My Lord, I seek refuge in you from having asked you for something I did not know. If you do not forgive me and have mercy on me, I will be among the losers." Hud 11:47. This shows Prophet Noah's manners and submission. When he realized he had made a mistake, he immediately repented. This dialogue is not mentioned in the Torah, but generally, Prophet Noah's obedience to God is emphasized. New humanity, the sons of Noah. After the flood, only those on Prophet Noah's ark remained on earth. In other words, all of humanity descended from Prophet Noah. The Torah mentions three sons: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. From these three sons, the three great races of the world descended: 1 Shem, Semitic, Arabs, Jews, Assyrians descend from this lineage. Peoples of the Middle East. 2 Ham, Africans, Egyptians, Canaanites descend from this lineage. 3 Japheth, Europeans, Turks, some Asians descend from this lineage. This classification is not made in the Quran, but generally, it is accepted that humanity descended from Prophet Noah. Prophet Muhammad said, Noah is the second father of humanity. That is, Prophet Adam is the first, Prophet Noah is the second. Because the flood wiped out the old humanity, the new humanity began with Prophet Noah. The incident of planting vineyards and making wine. After landing on dry land, Prophet Noah began farming. The Torah states, Noah became a farmer, and he planted the first vineyard. Genesis 9:20. He grew grapes, pressed them, and made wine. But at that time, he did not know that wine was intoxicating. He drank and became drunk. He undressed in his tent and went to sleep. His son Ham saw his father naked. He went out and told his brothers, and mocked them. But Shem and Japheth showed respect to their father. They took a cloth, went in backwards, and covered him, turning his eyes away. When Prophet Noah awoke, he learned what had happened. He cursed Ham, cursed be Canaan Ham's son. He will be the most wretched slave of his brothers. Genesis 9:25. This event is not mentioned in the Quran. Islamic scholars say that the story is controversial. Some say, prophets do not sin. This saying may be wrong or misunderstood. Others say, perhaps wine was not yet forbidden at that time, and Prophet Noah did not know. What is certain is that Prophet Noah was still a righteous prophet. God praised and saved him. Prophet Noah's last years and death. Prophet Noah lived for many years after the flood. According to the Torah, he lived for a total of 950 years. In the Quran, it is said that he was a prophet among his people for 950 years. Prophet Noah spent his last years in worship and giving thanks to God. He taught monotheism to his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. He said, God is one. There is no God but Him. Do not return to idols. Do not repeat the mistakes of your ancestors. He said, I struggled for 950 years. But my people did not listen. You listen. There is an afterlife, there is accountability. Be prepared. Finally, when he grew old and lay on his deathbed, he gathered his children. O my children, he said, I am leaving. But I have a legacy for you, do not forget God. Keep his religion alive. And he breathed his last. His children buried him. There are different rumors about where he was buried. Some say in Mecca, some in Iraq, and some at the foot of Mount Qadi, but what is important is the legacy he left behind. Prophet Noah's characteristics and nicknames. What kind of person was Prophet Noah according to estimates? Physical characteristics: tall, broad-shouldered, and strongly built. His hair was white, and his beard was long. His eyes were deep and wise. Character: patient, determined, humble. He invited people for 950 years, never giving up. This is incredible patience. Nicknames: the one saved by God. The longest lived of the prophets. The father of the second humanity. The Quran uses the following expressions for Prophet Noah: he was a grateful servant. Isra 17:3. One of our righteous servants. Safat 37:79. Comparison of the Torah, the Bible and the Quran. Common and different points in the story of Prophet Noah. Common points: Prophet Noah is a righteous prophet. His people worshipped idols and did not listen to him. God sent a flood. Prophet Noah built a ship. Believers and animals boarded the ship. The flood covered the world, the unbelievers perished. The ship landed on a mountain. Prophet Noah and his family were saved. New humanity descended from him. Different points: in the Torah, the dimensions of the ship are described in detail. The flood rained for 40 days, the water remained high for 150 days. Animals were taken in groups of 2 or 7. It settled on Mount Ararat. Doves and ravens were sent. The rainbow covenant was made. The wine story is told. 3 sons, Shem, Ham, Japheth. In the Quran, the size of the ship is not given. The duration of the flood is not specified. The number of animals is not specified, a pair of each kind. It settled on Mount Qadi. The dove story is not mentioned. The rainbow story is not mentioned. The wine story is not mentioned. The number of sons is not given. but one perished. The son and wife of Prophet Noah are highlighted as unbelievers in the Bible, similar narrative to the Torah. Prophet Noah is mentioned in the genealogy of Prophet Jesus. He is shown as an example of faith in the letter to the Hebrews. In the Gospels of Matthew and Luke, Prophet Jesus says, "It will be like the days of Noah," a parable for the apocalypse. The biggest difference, the Quran emphasizes that some members of Prophet Noah's family perished. This shows that faith is superior to blood ties. In the Torah, however, the entire family is saved, and then Ham's mistake is described. Prophet Noah's Ark, does it still exist throughout history? Many people have searched for Prophet Noah's Ark. One Mount Ararat searches, based on the Torah, research has been conducted on Mount Ararat. Some have claimed to have found ship remains. But this has not been scientifically confirmed. Most are natural rock formations. Two Mount Qudi searches, based on the Quran, research has also been conducted on Mount Qudi in Sirnak. Similar claims have been made, but again, no definitive evidence has been found. 3. Scientific view. Scientists are skeptical, because a wooden structure from 4 to 5,000 years ago could not have lasted that long. If the flood was really that big, the ship parts may have scattered. Islamic view. Some scholars say, the ship is gone, but what matters is the lesson the story teaches. Some say, perhaps it will be hidden until the day of judgment, and one day it will be found. What is certain, whether there was a ship or not is not a matter of faith. What is important is understanding the message of Prophet Noah. Messages from Prophet Noah to our time. What do we learn from the story of Prophet Noah? 1. Patience and perseverance, inviting people for 950 years. This is incredible patience. We can also be patient in our lives. 2. Family ties versus faith ties. Blood ties are important, but faith ties are more important. Prophet Noah's son and wife, despite being relatives, did not believe. 3. Obedience to command. The command to build a ship on land seemed absurd, but Prophet Noah obeyed. Sometimes, even if we don't understand God's commands, we must trust and obey. 4. Few. It doesn't matter, only 80 people believed in Prophet Noah. But he did not give up. Sometimes being in the minority means you are right. 5. Pride destroys. Prophet Noah's people were destroyed because of pride. We know, they said, and they didn't listen. Arrogance is the end of man. 6. The foundation of monotheism. The fundamental message of Prophet Noah was the same as the message of Prophet Adam, Prophet Seth, and Prophet Idris: there is no God but God. 7. A second chance. The flood was not an end, but a new beginning. God gave humanity a second chance. We can also make new beginnings in our lives through repentance. Prophet Noah and flood stories in other cultures. An interesting fact: the flood story exists not only in the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran, but also in different cultures around the world. One Sumerian legend epic of Gilgamesh: a man named Utnapishtim builds a ship with the warning of the gods and survives the flood. 2. Hindu mythology: a person named Manu builds a ship with the warning of a fish and survives the flood. 3. Greek mythology: Deucalion and Pyrrha survive Zeus's flood with a chest. 4. Aztec and Mayan culture: there are many flood legends. 5. Native American cultures: various flood stories are told. What does this similarity mean? Prophet Noah was a real prophet. The flood really happened. People descended from him spread across the world. Each tribe told this story in its own language and culture. Over time, the details changed, mythological elements were added. But essentially, they all tell the same story. Scientific view: perhaps there was a great flood in history. Perhaps a regional flood. People passed this down from generation to generation and it became a legend. Which is true for the believer, the story of Prophet Noah is true. God commanded it, the prophets told it this way. Conclusion, the prophet of patience. Prophet Noah is the prophet of patience. 950 years. Almost a millennium. Every day, every night, he told people about God. He was stoned, mocked, rejected. But he did not give up. Even his son and wife did not believe him. But he still continued. In the end, he was in the minority. But righteousness was in the minority. When the flood came, he was saved. Because he trusted in God. He built his ship, he obeyed. And he established a new world. Today, all of humanity is his descendant. Every time we hear the name Noah, we remember him. Every time we hear a flood story, we send our greetings to him. Prophet Noah taught us this, the majority is not always right. What matters is being on the path that pleases God. May God be pleased with Prophet Noah. May his rank be high, and his soul be at peace. Think of that great ship. While it sways among the waves, think of Prophet Noah's patience. 950 years. Without ever giving up, without ever abandoning it, perhaps you too are on a ship in your life. Storms surround you. But God is with you. Be patient like Prophet Noah. Be obedient like Prophet Noah. Trust like Prophet Noah. The storm will end. The sun will rise. There will be a new beginning. With peace, with confidence, may God protect our ship, our path, our hearts.